Hello, this is Mark Vent. In the next few minutes, I'd like to give you a quick overview of project manufacturing in the new Dynamics AX. I work for a company called Sikich, which is a leading technology and accounting firm headquartered in Chicago area with 11 regional offices around the United States. What I'd like to cover in this quick overview is to show you how projects are defined in the new Dynamics AX, where the details of the project or the tasks are defined, also known as the work breakdown structure, and finally how resources are assigned to those WBS elements. Let's move over to the new Dynamics AX. This is the homepage of the new Dynamics AX. For the next couple of minutes, we want to talk about some key features of project manufacturing. So I'm going to navigate to this tile called Project Management and click on that. That will take me to a workspace where projects can be viewed and defined. You'll notice that in this case there are tiles on the left-hand side and there are lists of projects that are currently open. I'm going to select this last project from the list to view more detail. This is the header of the project, which is where I define how we will work with it, what our approximate dates are for the project to be executed. And the fast tabs down below here show additional information related to the project, the customer, how we're going to recognize the revenue for the project, and how we're going to bill our customer. I'd like to focus on this first fast tab called Project, Team, and Scheduling. You will note here that I have several team members that are allocated to this project. Under the role of team member, I have Tim and Benjamin. Under the role of designer, I have Everett. There are two types of hours listed in this allocation table. One of them is booked hours. The other are assigned hours. The difference is that booked hours are a general assignment of a resource to the project. The assigned hours are a specific assignment of that resource to a WBS element, a work breakdown structure element. To navigate to the work breakdown structure, I'm going to go up to my menu here under Activities and click on WBS. What I see now is the multiple WBS tasks or activities that are associated with this project. One of the advantages of working with projects in the new Dynamics AX is that I can associate production-related activities like this task here, wherein I could produce a product or equipment that has to be delivered to the customer. But I can also identify non-production related activities such as design, drafting, and site preparation, where I need to assign resources to work on the project. They need to execute and record their time against it, and then I can invoice my customer for the time that was spent as agreed on the project. Let's review some of the assignments that have been made for these tasks on our WBS. To do that, I'm going to go to my published version of the WBS. In AX there can be multiple versions, and we can publish the one which is current. Then I'm going to select Design as the task I'm working with, and in the resource field I'm going to drill into that and click on the resource assignment form. This will show me which resources are available to be assigned to that task based upon the skill set or the role of those resources. What I can see at a glance now is that Everett is already assigned to this task. However, on Tuesday, July 12th, he is overbooked. He has been assigned to this task as well as others, and has actually been booked for greater than the number of hours he is scheduled to work that day. Let's go ahead and book Benjamin Martin then to work on this, let's say Monday and Tuesday, and I'm going to hard assign him to do that for his full capacity that day. The system now tells me that I only needed 1 day worth of Benjamin's time to complete the hours required for the assignment, so it adjusted that. To summarize, we've looked at how a project is defined. We've drilled into the WBS to see the different tasks that are required to complete the project, and we've drilled into a specific task in the WBS to see which resources are available and to assign specific people to work on those tasks. This now allows them to perform the work and to record in their timesheet the project and the WBS task that they have worked on and capture that time back to the project so we can appropriately review the status and can invoice our customer for that effort. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about Sikich or comments about this presentation, feel free to send me an email. Hope you have a good day.